Hello students, today we will do the next chapter of physics, force and pressure. So let us begin. Now you all have read what is force in your previous classes. You know that it is a pull or a push acting on a body which tends to change the state of rest or motion or the direction or its shape and size. Like for example, you know that when we push a ball, it moves, or when we pull a chair to sit down, we are applying force to do that. We can also stop a ball, like suppose we are playing cricket and the fielders, they have to stop the ball by catching it. Similarly, force is used in our day-to-day works and activities. So today we will be laying stress on the turning effect of force. But before that, let us just recap a few points about force. So you should remember that the unit of force is Newton. When we write Newton full, we should write in small letter n, or if we write only n, then it should be capital. How do we define a Newton? It is defined as the force with which, when applied on a body of mass 1 kilogram, increases its speed by 1 meter per second in every second. So that is 1 Newton is 1 kg meter per second square. And also the other unit of force is 1 kilogram force, which is the force with which the earth is pulling a body of mass 1 kg towards itself. Also, you should remember that 1 kg of force is equal to 9.8 Newton, which is approximately 10 Newton. We can assume it 10 Newton at times. And the CGS unit of force is Dian. And also remember the relationship that 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 Dian. Now, after recapping the points on force, we will now go to the main topic, that is turning effect of force. Now you might have used the turning effect of force in opening a door. You know, a door is having a hinge, and when we push the door, it opens, it slides up and down, it moves forward and backward. And similarly, when you are using a spanner, that's an instrument or a device to open the nuts and all, so in that also we use the turning effect of force. So what is the moment of force? Now moment of force is coming from the turning effect of force. So let us see the definition. It says that moment of force is defined as the product of the magnitude of force and perpendicular distance between the point of application of the force and the pivoted point. Now what are some points that you need to remember in this definition? Product of the magnitude of force. So magnitude of force, or F as we are calling, and the perpendicular distance between them. Suppose we are representing that with a D, and the product of these two is the moment of force. And where are we applying the force? Well, the force is applied in such a distance so that the body moves easily. So suppose you say that XY is a rod here, pivoted. Pivoted means it is fixed at a point X. The length of the rod XY is L, and I am applying a force at a point Y. Distance is L now, and when I push this here, the force will move in a perpendicular direction. You can see here it is a distance. The point is having a perpendicular distance between the point of application and the pivoted point. So moment of force is calculated as force into distance, that is perpendicular distance. So what will be the unit of moment of force? We know that Newton is for SI unit of force, distance is measured in meter. So the unit of moment of force will become Newton meter, SI unit. Other units are also there, like 1 kgf force meter, which will be equal to 1.98 Newton meter. The CGS unit is Dian centimeter. Remember the relationship that 1 Newton meter is equal to 10 to the power 7 Dalton centimeter, because if you convert you will get 10 to the power 7 Dalton centimeter. Our next topic is, what are the effects of these forces? So how does this apply, or what is the use? As I told you, it is helping a person to drive a car. When we move the steering by applying force at its rim, the car is moving. So driver turns the steering wheel of a car by applying force at its rims. It is easier to open a bottle by applying force at the free edge or by using a spoon. It is easier to open a door by applying force at the free edge of the door. It is easier to unscrew a nut with a wrench with a long arm. So longer the arm, the distance will increase, and so will the moment of force, because both of them are directly proportional. More magnitude of force means more moment of force. More distance, more moment of force. Easier to open the lid of the container with a spoon rather than a coin. Now, how do we use the formula M equal to F into D? Let us see some examples. You can see the question here. The hinge of a door is at a distance of 40 centimeter from the point of application of force. If a force of 20 Newton is applied, what is the magnitude of force? So we know force given is 20 Newton, distance is 40 centimeter, convert it into meter so that you have the same units, and moment of force formula is F into D, that is 20 into 0.4, that is 8 Newton meter. Now, the moment of force about a fixed end A of a rod AB of length 4 cm is 60 Newton meter. So 60 Newton meter is a moment of force. What is the force applied at the free point B of the rod? So we know the moment of force here, 60 Newton meter. We know the length, that is 4 meter. Force is M into D. If you know M equal to F into D, so F will be M by D. So that is 60 Newton meter by 4 meter, and that is resulting into 15 Newton. So we can say that the force applied is 15 Newton. So using this simple formula, you can know what are the factors affecting the moment of force, and you can solve some simple numericals based on this formula as well. Thank you.